Welcome to the course on Chemical Reaction Engineering 1. Myself Neeti Mehta, Assistant Professor at Chemical Engineering Department, LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this particular course, we will start with some basics of chemical reaction engineering. The subject itself is divided into two parts. First part is Chemical Reaction Engineering 1, which you will be studying in this semester, and the second part is Chemical Reaction Engineering 2, which you will be studying in your upcoming semester. So let's just see what are the main topics which will be covered under this subject. So the first is, in this overview, you will see what are various aspects which are associated with reaction engineering and how we can deal with all those factors. Next is, we will study kinetics of reactions. We'll see how different reactions take place, what are the kinetics of different reactions and how we can deal with them. Right, so we can determine the kinetics of given reaction or unknown reaction, and we will learn how we can determine those kinetics of unknown reactions. Next is homogeneous single reaction. We'll learn how reaction takes place in a homogeneous phase, right? How actually molecules or atom react with each other when they are in homogeneous phase, and what are various factors which are involved in reaction of homogeneous single phase. Second is, we will deal with multiple reaction, right? So how we can see different reaction taking place simultaneously and how we can cope up with that situation. After that, there is a temperature effect for single and multiple reactors. So we will see what is the effect of temperature on any given reactor. Right, if you increase the temperature of any given reactor or if you decrease the temperature of any given reactor, then what happened to the product quality or how the product specification changes. So this is what we are going to cover in CRE1, and the last topic which we will deal under this topic of CRE1 is RTD theory and analysis of non-ideal reactors. So basically we will deal with what is residence time distribution, right? Residence time distribution is nothing but time taken by individual molecule to cover the reactor and come out of the reactor, right? So this is the time which a reactant or molecule spent inside the reactor. So we will study RTD theory and we will do analysis of non-ideal reactors. Non-ideal reactors are basically those reactors which do not follow ideal behavior of reactors, right? So all these things will be covering in CRE1. So in all, we will cover the ideal behavior or ideal reactor conditions, we'll cover how to determine kinetics, and we'll also see what are various types of reactions. After that, we'll see what is non-ideal behavior of reactor and how to cope up with that. So next to this is course outcome. So basically, once we complete this CRE course or CRE1 course, we'll be able to classify reaction based on reaction mechanism and their rate, right? So we can classify different reactions which are taking place, and that classification may be based on the reaction mechanism, maybe on the rate of reaction or on the flow pattern of that particular reaction. So once you complete this course, you will be able to identify and classify different reactions which are taking place. Next outcome after learning this course is to determine single and multiple homogeneous reaction kinetics, right? you can determine kinetic of single reaction and multiple homogeneous reaction which are taking place in our industries. Then we can choose an appropriate reactor for our purpose to get salt, right? We can select reactor out of various available reactors, and we can select the best for our given process so that our productivity can enhance, we can get pure product and conversion can be improved. Then to formulate a set of consistent material and energy balance equation to describe operation of batch reactor, semi-continuous reactor, continuous reactor system, and that is also for multiple reaction and single reaction. We can go for this also, and at last we can also determine the effect of temperature and pressure on equilibrium conversion and choice of reactor. So this is the course outcome which we will be getting once we complete this particular course. So now let's just start with our first topic or first chapter, which is overview of chemical reaction engineering. In this chapter we will cover some basics which are needed in chemical reaction engineering, and we'll see what are fundamentals of CRE, right? So let's start with the first thing which comes into our mind, that is what is chemical process, right? So what is chemical process? Coming to the question, chemical process is basically designed to produce economically desired product from variety of starting material through cessation of treatment steps. That means chemical process is a tool which is designed to obtain desired product using various raw material and following different kind of treatment steps, right? So this is what chemical process is. Our chemical process is designed in such a way that we can obtain our desired product using some starting raw material and following some proper steps of treatment. Now, typical chemical process. So basically a chemical process can be subdivided into two parts. One is unit operation and another one is unit process. So whenever you are talking about unit operation, it deals with physical changes, right? So unit operation is basically a physical change, whereas unit process is a chemical change. So chemical process is comprised of two things, unit operation and unit process. In case of unit operation, we are giving physical changes to our raw material or product, and in case of unit process, we are giving chemical changes to our process or product. Now, this is how a cycle of chemical process takes place. Starting from raw material, we provide them a physical treatment, right? After providing physical treatment to raw material, it is sent to chemical treatment where it is getting converted into some desired product, right? After getting chemical treatment, we again provided physical treatment so that we can get the desired size and shape of product, right? So initially when we are supplying our raw material, what we are doing is, once we supply our raw material, we need to make our raw material workable. That's why we are giving some physical treatment of size reduction so that we can get our desired product, right? So once we give them physical treatment, it is then sent for chemical treatment where reaction takes place and raw material is converted into final product. Once the product is obtained, again we are giving it a chemical physical treatment where it is converted into desired size and desired shapes, and which is known as final product. Now, so what is chemical reactor? We know what is reaction, we know, what is chemical process we know. Now coming to what is chemical reaction, where this reactions takes place, right? So all the reaction or all the chemical process takes place in a reactor, and that those reactors are known as chemical reactors. So this is one of the reactor which is a batch reactor, right? So any equipment which is used or in which chemical process is carried out is termed as chemical reactor. Now, as you can see here, what are various factors which can affect the designing of a reactor? So those steps which can affect the reactor design are enlisted here. They are thermodynamic properties, chemical kinetics, fluid flow, heat transfer and mass transfer. These are the various parameters which are associated with designing of reactor. Keeping all these 5 parameters into our mind, then and then only we can design a proper reactor which can give you a proper efficiency or proper conversion of product, right? So these are the factors which we must understand and consider while we are designing a chemical reactor. Now next thing which is very important terminology in chemical reaction engineering or CRE is chemical kinetics. So what is chemical kinetics? So just look at this figure. Looking this figure, one thing comes into mind, the chemical kinetic is something which is associated with the speed, right? One is slow reaction, another one is fast reaction. So chemical kinetic is basically associated with speed. So this is the study of the rate at which chemical reaction occur and the effect of parameters such as temperature, pressure, concentration or composition on the reaction rate can be determined. So we are just determining the speed of reaction using chemical kinetics. Now, what is importance of chemical kinetics in CRE? When we talk about importance of chemical kinetics in CRE, the most important part of chemical kinetic is to inform us the reaction mechanism. Using chemical kinetics, we can easily know what is the mechanism of given reaction, right? So we can determine the reaction mechanism of given reaction. We can also determine speed of chemical reaction, right? Whether the given reaction is slow reaction or it is a fast reaction, right? So depending on chemical kinetics data, we can determine the speed of chemical reaction. We can also determine type of rate equation, right? What is the rate equation which is associated with this chemical kinetics can also be determined using this. Next important terminology is thermodynamics. So what do we mean by thermodynamics? Thermodynamics or chemical thermodynamics is basically the study of interrelation of heat and work with chemical reaction, right? How heat and work is associated with chemical reaction. We are just mixing both of them, or we can also say physical change of state within the confines of law of thermodynamics. That is, how heat can affect the formation of product or how heat can affect the rate of reaction. We are learning it or understanding it using thermodynamics here. And what is importance of thermodynamics in CRE? So it will help us to inform the feasibility of reaction, right? Thermodynamic study help us to determine whether the given reaction is feasible or not, right? Next is, it also determines the amount of heat which is associated with the reaction. That is, the given reaction is endothermic reaction or it is an exothermic reaction, can also be determined using the concept of thermodynamics, and also it helps us to understand the possible extent of reaction, up to what extent this reaction can take place. So this is some basic concepts of CRE1, and we have covered today what is chemical process, what is thermodynamics, what is kinetics. So I hope whatever topic we have covered today is quite clear. After this, we will be covering in our next session. Thank you.